to Biafrans and lovers of freedom around the world gathering and sit down because something great has happened. In fact, you can call it a huge victory that will shock your mind, because Donald Trump and America has finally designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern.
Breaking news to bring you now. We're just hearing that President Trump has dictated that Nigeria is to be made a country of particular concern.
This is another diplomatic way of tagging Nigeria as a terrorist country. So you can say, yes, Nigeria has been tagged a terrorist country by the US. So yes, this is a great victory, as Donald Trump himself rolled out the sanction, rolled out the message himself on a viral post just a few hours ago. I want you to see it as I read it out to you, so listen carefully. Whatever you are doing, leave it and focus on this video, or go and finish it up, and when you're done, you come back here, because you don't want to miss a bit of this breaking news that is shocking the entire world, that has sent the whole Aso Rock running for safety. Listen to Donald Trump's words. Donald Trump wrote, "Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern, but that is the least of it. When Christians or any such group is slaughtering like it's happening in Nigeria, which is 3,100 people out of the 4,400 people worldwide are from Nigeria that are killed, something must be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and report back to me. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. We stand by, willing and able to save our great Christian population around the world." Signed, Donald J. Trump, President of America. President of America has spoken. I told you all. I told you, remember, those that watch me every day, remember, I told you all that this is on Trump's table. Some of you did not understand what I meant. The effort is yielding fruits. You heard it. Christians in Nigeria. Who are the Christians in Nigeria? Who are the majority Christians in Nigeria? It is in the Igbo. 9 out of 10 Christians in Nigeria are Igbos. This is a huge victory for Biafra, a huge victory for Ndibo, and a huge victory for the Christians in general in Nigeria. Because finally, this is like tagging Nigeria a terrorism country, and you know what happens to countries that are tagged like that. Go and ask Afghanistan. Go and ask countries like Pakistan. Go and ask countries like Palestine. You can imagine what it means when you are tagged a terrorist country or a country of particular concern. That means your country is doomed. Your country is doomed. Just go and pray. Because there are implications. And listen carefully. This is where it gets interesting. There are implications to this designation. It's not paperwork. Now listen one by one. Let me break down a few of the implications that this carries with it, the weight it carries with it. Number one is that the politicians in this country who are the enablers of this are going to be sanctioned. Yes, their visas automatically will be revoked. They will be placed on wanted lists to be arrested on sight. Their accounts, any foreign accounts they have, will be blocked. And this is not only going to be done by America alone. This is going to be done by both America and its allies, because whenever America speaks, its allies also comply according to the level, because America is the standard bearer on democracy around the world. So this is the number one implication of this. So there is fire on the mountain. For those who can pray, start praying. For those who can fast, start fasting. Because right now the whole Aso Rock is trembling. Another implication to this is there will be no more arms supply to Nigeria. America is no longer going to supply guns, ammunition, just like what happened in the past, where Buhari goes to collect weapons from America. to fight Boko Haram, but end up giving the guns to Boko Haram to fight Christians? You understand? It's no more going to happen. No more arms supply to Nigeria, which is very important. Because we see videos of these terrorists bearing American-made arms, bearing M13s, M17s, assault rifles, bearing, other body armor that are American-made, even with tanks, rejoicing in the bushes, moving freely, supplied by America to Nigerian government, that end up finding itself to this terrorist hand. America is saying no more, no more. Number 3 implication of this is that there is no more aid. There is no more going to be financial aid of any kind to Nigeria. And this is very important because Nigeria is a country that is dependent on aid. Nigeria is a country that is heavily dependent on aid from America and the West. Nigeria is a country that is heavily dependent on borrowing dollars. And now America is cutting off that channel of funding to Nigeria because most of the money they get from aid, they use it to support this terrorists. Is that America can now invade Nigeria. Yes. America will send their army. They will send their army to Nigeria any moment they deem fit, any moment they deem it necessary, any moment they feel is appropriate by themselves to invade Nigeria, and quell any form of terrorism going on. America, by this law alone, America is prepared, is approved to do it. Some people are already shaking. It's only people who are bad that will shake. The good does not shake. The good people do not shake. The Biafrans, the Igbos don't shake because we know that this is for our own good. Americans are coming on ground. They are going to be boots on ground to protect Christians in the country. That is what this means. They no longer need to follow protocol again because remember, America are the world powers and they have spoken. They have spoken. In fact, America are number 1 world power. Let me correct that. And number 5 implication of this is that Igbos are clearly now protected by America. Because if America is coming to defend Christians in Nigeria and Igbos happen to be 9/10 of Christians in Nigeria, that means America is protecting the Igbo. I have been saying it clearly, talking about America's, role in our plight. And all of you are witness to that. I've always made sure I update you on that America are working on something. That America are working on something for us. And this is to show you that in this channel, we give you news ahead of time. Because God always reveals it to his children, whatever he's going to do to save them. And now I'm happy that I've been vindicated. That you can see finally that my word, that Donald Trump is on the file of Biafrans right now. You can see it happening. It has happened. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy that this has happened because most times it's good to see things like this happen. So that people will believe to know that we are sent to do the Lord's work. These are the 5 implications of what will happen and many more. And many more. This is just 5 I give you of what will happen and what that designation means. Wow. This is a good day of victory. A huge victory for Biafrans and lovers of freedom around the world. Firstly, this is a good news for lovers of freedom, for lovers of Biafra, for lovers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for lovers of justice, for lovers of truth. Because it's good when you see truth, you talk. People have been denying that there's been genocide in Nigeria. People are still denying that there's genocide in Igbo land. People are still denying that Igbo are disenfranchised. People are still denying that Igbos are marginalized. People are still denying, living in silence, living in denial, pretending because it's favoring them. Okay, come and deny to America now. Come and deny to America that you are not doing injustice to Igbo. Come and deny it now. America has an embassy in Nigeria. America is the police of the world. They know everything going on. Even if you lie to yourself, you cannot lie to America. Before America rolls out sanctions like this, they have done their due diligence to the highest level. They have crossed all the T's, dotted all the I's. Come now. Come and talk. This is a huge victory for Nnamdi Kanu. A huge victory for Onyendu Ohamadike. The man with the largest following in the world. You think his people are sleeping? You think his God is sleeping? You think that Biafrans are sleeping? Do you know the kind of lobbying it took to get to this point? Calm down. Do you know the kind of awareness? Do you know the kind of awareness it took to get to this point? When we stay here every day and shout to the world, you think the world is not listening? All these things contribute to the success that we have today. Everybody in their own role. That is why we must stand. That is why we must come here every day to educate, to inform, to call out the world to come and hear. To call out the world's attention to come and hear. Because they need to hear. And I thank God that they are hearing now. One way or the other, they are hearing us. They are hearing all the voices that are crying in the wilderness. They are hearing all the voices of the children who were quiet in 1967 to 1970. He tamed it and he called upon people responsible and they arrested him. They arrested Nnamdi Kanu instead of going to solve the problem. This vindicates Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu was right all along. Nnamdi Kanu was right. He is a prophet. Can you see? Omotosho, can you see? Can you see why you must strike out the case? Can you know more than America? You want to find Nnamdi Kanu guilty? Nigeria wants to find Nnamdi Kanu guilty? Guilty of what? Of calling out Christian genocide in Nigeria? But America has found Nigeria guilty of the same Christian genocide. Yes. Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet. Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Release him. That is what he was talking about in Radio Biafra. America has corroborated that story. And lastly, this victory shows that America loves Igbos. This victory shows that America is united in sympathy, is united with Igbos in this trying time. It is a clear message to us that whatever you're doing, they are hearing. That whatever we are passing through, they are empathetical. And whatever we are going to, they are ready to go the extra mile with us if we are willing. If we are willing. And that is why the story of Biafra will keep on being on our lips, because America is on our side. At this point, I want you to type, "Thank you, America." Thank you, America. That's the word, America. Because it's the country that did it for us. It doesn't matter. It is the country. Thank you, America. God bless you. Please type it in the comment section. Thank you, America. God bless you. It is not easy for the #1 country in the world to notice you. Type it. People are begging to be noticed. Because they say in this life, if the right person notices you, you are made for life. America has noticed us, Biafrans. For the love you show Biafrans, America, thank you so much. Write it like that. For the love you show Biafrans, in fact, you can even type another extra, make it long as possible if you like. For the love you show Biafrans, for the love you show Nnamdi Kanu, thank you, America. Thank you, America, for the love you show Ndigbo. We appreciate, we thank you for this good news on this first day of the month. Started with a good news, and we believe that the good news will keep on going, even on the 4th or the 5th and the 7th or 6th of Nnamdi Kanu's court case. We will keep on rejoicing like this until we get to where we want to be, until we get Nnamdi Kanu released, and until Biafra comes. Happy New Month.